In life, you just have to keep on going. Keep going, keep growing, and keep glowing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone is doing well. Yeah. On another note, the sun is shining and I think my yellow top really complements the sun, so yeah. I figured it would be really nice for us to have a nice little chit chat, get ready with me, because I actually do find these videos quite therapeutic to watch, but I've always been very worried that no one would ever watch mine to the end. I don't know what that is, but yeah, hopefully that fear just disappears. It feels great to be back. Felt really good to record today. I'm looking at all my makeup scattered, but I don't mind, just for you. I really hope you watch this video to the end, but I also really hope that you do enjoy the rest of the video. So yeah, we are prepped and primed and ready for our found date day. Okay, I'm gonna leave everything that I use today in the description box just to save time, so I'm not speaking about every product because what's the point? Anyway, yeah, so guys, hello, how are you doing? So where do I start? I initially had like notes that I wanted to use for today, but I figured why would I use notes? Like, just let it be natural, you know, Sarah, let it flow. But yeah, where do I start? Okay, I think I might start with the fact that I turned 25. Okay, and I'm saying 25 because who is 25? You're trying to tell me 1996 was 25 years ago? Sorry, I don't believe you, mate. You know what, before we begin, let me clip my hair back because I don't want any issues anywhere. So guys, as I was saying before I interrupted myself, I turned 25, okay, and I'll be honest with you guys, I can't believe it. Not in terms of like reaching the age itself, because everyone always prays to get older, but like 25 is like, when you're young you think about your 20s and everything and you're just like, oh yeah, like that's time away. But no, now I'm actually here, like I'm where 25 resides. And it was amazing. Like on my actual birthday, I went to a spa, had really nice chilled vibes, and then for the weekend I was literally had a sleepover / movie night with all my cousins, and then went out to dinner, and you know, I was just looking real cute. Like, girl, you need to go look at that picture on Instagram. Because who is she? I don't know. I actually cried a lot on my birthday, like a lot. I was just randomly bursting into tears like every other hour. This time last year I was in bed recovering from a car accident that should have killed me right before my birthday, and a whole year later, not only am I turning 25, but from 24 to 25, even despite that car accident, so much has happened in that 1 year, and it's probably been like not only my most eventful year, but probably one of the best years of my life. And just the things that God has placed in my heart for me to do in this new age, and just so much, you know, just honestly so much. I'm actually 25, like 25. It hasn't been the easiest. Even from the accident itself, I mentioned this in my last video that I'm still experiencing back pains from that, and I still have to do physio. Even now I've got a pillow behind me for support. It's honestly been a very eventful year, but it's been a very blessed year as well, and I'm learning to count my blessings each and every day, honey. And another thing as well that was really nice was, of course, like I received messages on social media and like people wishing me happy birthday and stuff like that, but there was one thing that I kept seeing a lot from different people, and one of the main things was that I'm a force to be reckoned with. Like, people honestly believe that I am very valuable, and not saying that I never thought that I was valuable, but it's really encouraging to hear that from someone else and from other people, even people that you don't even directly know, because it just goes to show that, like, number one, you're needed, but number two, you're worth knowing. And that's something that I say quite a lot. I always tell people, especially my mentees as well, like I always tell people, seek to be worth knowing rather than well known, because there's many people who are well known and they're well known for many different things, but when you're worth knowing, it means that, you know, people actually see you. By the way, I'm talking and I have a moustache, but people actually see you and they actually see value in you, and they feel like you're someone that they actually want around. People actually think of Sarah and they think of someone that's very valuable and someone who has sense. But also someone who is going places. And honestly, I was just so overwhelmed with all of the messages, all of the love, and it was a nice birthday. It was really nice. You know what, let's have a little chat about turning 25, okay? Let's just have a little combo, you know, just a switch about turning 25. When you reflect on the year and then you reflect on your life and everything, I don't know if I felt that maybe by 25 maybe I would have accomplished more. And that's not to necessarily like downplay the things that I've accomplished in the past, but a lot of people were saying, you know, like, especially a lot of my closest friends were like, oh Sarah, you know, I'm so proud of you, I'm so proud of you. And I was just like, why? I feel like it's just so easy for you to be like very much, oh, I need to achieve this by 25, I need to achieve this by 30, I should have been this, I should have had 1 million, you have like all these different thoughts in your head. And because you haven't reached maybe some of those unrealistic, some are realistic, but some of those unrealistic goals by the time you hit a certain age, you now start to see your achievements as not being achievements or not being valuable or even like worth celebrating. But I feel like as like the days went on and everything, I was just like, you know what, no, I've actually done quite a lot in 25 years, and Sarah, you need to give yourself some props, girl. Okay, you need to give yourself some props. Celebrate your wins, big, small, large, tiny. Every single win deserves to be celebrated, and you need to stop allowing your achievements to be fixed to it being achieved by a certain age in order for it to be seen as something that is worth celebrating. Like, everything is worth celebrating, so you really need to give yourself some props. Girl, you was 25 and you doing your damn thing. I know that this year is going to be it's going to be way greater than last year, and last year was great. So the fact that this year is going to be even greater, I'm scared, but I'm ready. You know what I'm going to speak about next, guys? I'm going to speak about YouTube. I'm not pleased with how this YouTube journey has panned out. I'm just going to be very blunt, very honest. I feel like sometimes you have to be very real with yourself. Like, you have to, especially when the pill is a very hard one to swallow, when you know that you're the reason for how things are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just continue blaming other people all the time. Like, sometimes you have to take responsibility. But as you guys know, like, I've been on YouTube now for 5 years, right? And first and foremost, I don't think I can confidently say that there has ever been one full year where I was consistent on YouTube, and that is shameful. Of course, sometimes I'm understanding of the fact that, you know, sometimes like my mental health just doesn't feel like it's where it should be for me to start creating videos, and sometimes life gets very busy and blah blah blah. But it's like, no, if you really love something, why have you never put 110% into it? It's always 90, it's always 60. Oh guys, I'm gonna give 100, then I go back to 10, then you don't hear from me, then I come back. And it's like, I'm a very serious candidate, but from YouTube you wouldn't think that I'm serious because of the way I'm treating this channel. And I feel like as time has gone on, and especially like I said, my friends do not give up on me. Like, that's one thing I really love about them. As I was entering into this new age and stuff, I was just like, you know what, Sarah, I'm just going to need you to give 110% to every single thing that you love. Every single thing that you love, every single relationship that you cherish, every single friendship that you cherish. Like, I just need you to give 110% into your business, into YouTube, into things that you actually care about, because at the end of the day, it's your baby. People actually support me, and people don't have to support me, but they do. They choose to. And I think another problem as well is like, when you're so fixated on, oh, you know, like, obviously everyone wants to grow. Let's nip this in the buds. YouTube is about numbers. That's literally just it. YouTube is honestly about numbers, and everyone wants to grow. But in order for you to grow, you've got, number one, you've got to put in the work. But number two, you also have to cherish the community that you currently have right now. You see numbers, and that's literally what you see. You see numbers. You don't see people, and those numbers are people. For a long time, I used to feel like maybe people just aren't interested in my type of videos, because I know like people are interested in, like, you know, pranks and all this stuff. And if you know me, you know I don't even like noise. But it's like, at the end of the day, 20,000 people, which I still don't know how, but 20,000 people know who Sarah Destiny is, and that's because they've come onto my channel one way or another and they liked my content. So stop being so focused on the 1 million that you want to reach, and actually start focusing on the 20k that you currently have right now, and just continue doing what you love, but staying true to yourself. I feel like that's something that I've always done when it's come to my channel. I've always stayed true to myself. I've always covered topics that I'm passionate about. I feel like for me as well, especially in this new age, like, my life is getting busier. A lot of things are changing. A lot of things are happening. And it's like, you need to get organized now, because if you're not organized even in this initial stage, then how on earth do you expect to do so much more when you can't even deal with the little things that you've been given right now? And the scripture speaks about that. He who trusts with little is trusted with more. Let's talk about the parable of the talents. You know, like, the ones who used what they had initially and were able to duplicate it were the ones that received the greater blessings. They were able to receive more. But a person who didn't use what he had wisely, or was disorganized, or had this going on or that going on, and wasn't committed to the things that he was supposed to be committed to, his was taken away from him. I don't want that to happen. Like, God has kept this channel this far, and that's because he's given me a responsibility. Like, he's given me a platform. It's not like I'm the only person watching my videos. He's given me a platform, and he's given me people who are extremely supportive. Like, Hot Ribena gang, stand up, what's poppin'? You know, I just need to take this whole thing like as serious as I need to take it. But I think the problem as well that I have is, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I don't really like social media. And it's hard because I don't like social media, but I actually have to be on it. I feel like social media has just changed so much. Like, I'm not trying to convince the world that I have a life. Like, I'm not trying to convince you that I'm living my life. I'm just trying to live my life. And I feel like once I started to really understand that, I became a lot more comfortable just not posting anything, because it's like, I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I'm just here to live my life. It's a really weird one. Like, even like my family were like, Sarah, why are you even on social media? And I'm just like, guys, sometimes I feel like Sarah Destiny and Tolu are two different people. Not to say that I'm going crazy, okay? I'm not going crazy. I know that I'm the same person. But Sarah Destiny has to post on social media. Sarah Destiny has to be consistent. Sarah Destiny has to do all these things. Tolu can post once in 8 months and she will be comfortable, you know? But like I said, especially in this new age, I've really just been considering and thinking about my life and the different things that I want to achieve in my life, and also acknowledging the platforms that God has given me, and it's not something that I want to get rid of or stop anytime soon. I'm gonna add another layer of concealer because I'm being quite extra. This is Kevin Okwan. This concealer hides bags before they've even formed. I don't want to give up on YouTube because YouTube never gave up on me. Okay, girl, YouTube never gave up on me, and some supporters have never given up on me. Even till this day, people still message me like, Sarah, when's your next video? And I'm just like, damn, people actually care. Like, I just want to do videos and create content all over that just represents me. That's literally just it. And yes, I know that I've been known for being a faith. I'm going to do a separate video on this. Of course, I've been known for being a faith blogger, which I'm completely okay, by the way. Like, I love Jesus. Back with you. But at the same time, it's like, sometimes people on YouTube, they don't give that, they actually don't cut you any slack. Someone actually DM'd me and they were like, oh, I didn't even set my brows. One sec. Someone DM'd me and they were like, oh, Sarah, I hope you're doing okay. They were basically saying that they were upset at the fact that I don't create faith-based videos anymore, and it's evident that I'm no longer in the faith with the way that I dress and did it. And I'm thinking, wait, let's bring it back, okay? Let's bring it back. Number one, I'm in the faith, okay? That's not gonna change. God has done so much in my life. I would be very silly to leave him right now. Second of all, the way I dress. I've always been someone who has not necessarily been cautious of the things that I wear in terms of like, oh, what are people going to say, but I definitely do like dressing well. Like, as they like to say, dressing well is a form of good manners. I like dressing well, I like looking good, I like feeling good. That's something that I've always maintained and I've always kept on this channel. What do you mean in the way that I dress? Like, I did respond to the DM and then it said Instagrammer, so either the person blocked me or they deleted their account, one or the other, but I just found that really strange. I need people to understand that I love God, okay? I love faith-based videos. I love that I'm able to even create and encourage people in their faith, because sometimes I'm really going through it myself. I love fashion, I love vlogs, I love lifestyle, I love beauty. I also need you to understand that your faith isn't for show. Like, I don't come on YouTube to speak about my faith to get like, oh yeah, she's a Christian. No, I'm speaking about things that either one, the Holy Spirit has guided me to speak about, or something that I honestly just feel so compelled in my spirit to open up about. Like, this is not Sarah Destiny Ministries, okay? You shouldn't be expecting a sermon every Sunday. I'm literally someone who just happened to share their faith online and people happen to resonate with her. And like I said, that's something that I'm very thankful for. But please don't think just because maybe I go a week without posting a faith-based video or 2 weeks that I'm no longer in the faith, because that's not it. And don't come for my outfits as well, because like I said, I be looking cute. As you can tell, talking and doing your makeup is actually a task and a half. So let me quickly finish my base and set my concealer, and then we'll come back and talk. So I'm going to speed it up in 3, 2, 1, go. Guys, I really hope I look okay, by the way, because my mirror is here and the camera is It's actually quite a while away. Let me finish my makeup, and then when we come back to do my hair, we'll speak about the last, which is leveling up. Okay, that's the last thing that I want us to speak about. I'm going to be using Opulence today. I'm going to be using their lip glosses. I'm actually an Opulence ambassador. No, that's right. Opulence is actually owned by my very beautiful and amazing friend Alison. I have 4 shades, but I can only seem to find 3, which is very annoying. 3 lip liners, and then I also have some eyelashes. I'm honestly so proud of Alison. She's doing so well, guys, and honestly the products speak for themselves. This is not even me just speaking on it just because she's my friend. Like, she is selling out like hot cakes. So please do check out the link in the description box. It's my first time using it as well, so this is an on-screen demo. Ooh. No. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. That is good. Did you see how that just elevated the look? What? Link in the description box. Now that the makeup is looking good, we're gonna move on to hair. I can spend hours doing my makeup. I hate doing my hair, so if my friend was looking higgy hagger, it's because my friend was looking higgy hagger. I just cannot. I just find doing hair so boring. So we're gonna briefly speak about leveling up, okay? And I don't know if necessarily it's come with like this new age of 25 and not allowing yourself to be impacted by, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have done that, and focusing on, okay, what can I do now? And that's something that I tell myself all the time. Like, as much as there's so many things that you can, in quote unquote, regret like not doing, even in terms of like my channel and not being consistent when I could have been more consistent and things like that. It's like, oh, but I should have done this, what if I did this, what if I did that? Okay, but you didn't do that. So instead of the what if, what about the what now? Like, that's something that I've really been thinking about these past couple of weeks. Like, stop thinking about the what if I done that and start thinking about the what now. What can I do right now? Because now is all that you have. You can't go into the past to change anything, but guess what? You can do certain things today that can help influence your future and influence the results that you're going to get in that future. And I feel like it's just so important, even just like for everyone in general, to understand that you already have what it takes. And I think that's something that I have to remind myself all the time. Like, Sarah, you already have what it takes. Insert your name here. You already have exactly what it takes. Learning and building on your craft is actually a choice. And you also need to understand that without discipline, persistence, or consistency, your dreams are just always going to remain dreams. Majority of the people that you so-called quote unquote admire and stuff like that, they were persistent in the things that they were doing. They were consistent in the things that they were doing. And most importantly, they were disciplined. Sometimes you just need a little shake to remind yourself that you need to remain disciplined. And it's okay for you to feel tired or feel burnt out and sometimes just feel like giving up, but it's not okay for you to stay that way. At the end of the day, you're a human being, and that's something that I deal with quite a lot. If I truly want to best, then I need to give things the best, and that doesn't just go in terms of YouTube. It goes in terms of note to self, it goes in terms of my businesses, it goes in terms of my job, like all these different things. If you really want to see results, you need to be consistent, you need to be persistent, and you need to be disciplined, because that's the only way you're going to see results. And one of the last things that I'm going to say is, of course, in all things, not only give God thanks, but also put God first. When you're able to put God first, like even when scripture speaks about it, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, as all things shall be added unto you. That doesn't mean, okay, yeah, I'm purposely trying to seek God because once I seek him more, he's going to give me everything that I need and da-da-da-da. No, it means that the more you continue to seek God, the more he's also able to direct you, the more he's also able to lead you into the path that he has already predestined just for you. And it doesn't mean that everything, sorry by the way, my pillow is shifting. I actually need it for support. But it doesn't mean that everything else will be added onto you. Means everything that you want. So you're seeking him just so that, okay, God can bless me that Bentley, or God can give me 1 million, or God can give me all these things. No, all things that he knows is best for you, because at the end of the day, God's plans and his purpose and the things that he wants to give us will always be bigger than the ones that we have for ourselves. I can plan 10 steps, but God has already planned 100. The more you're able to spend time with God, the more he's able to lead and direct you, because your mindset is constantly changing, because you're not just thinking about what you want for yourself, you're thinking about, okay, okay, but what does God want for me? And I think that's also very important in understanding how you can level up mentally and also spiritually, in understanding that yes, a lot of the things that you're able to achieve will definitely be through you, but a lot of the things that you'll be able to succeed in will be because of God's ability in you. And I think that's also very important to just understand and take away from wanting to level up, and making sure that your life is not only a testament of His grace, but also a testament of what loyalty to Christ and what loyalty to God actually does look like. In terms of wanting to level up spiritually and mentally as well, it's about seeing yourself how God sees you, and God sees you as this amazing giant. So don't allow other people or comparison or negative thoughts to cloud your judgment of who God has actually called and created you to be. I feel like that's something I've had to deal with quite a lot, probably more than the average person, if you ask me. But one thing that I'm always grateful for is my ability to just snap back. Like, doesn't matter how long or how low Sarah is always snapping back, because greater is He that is in me, girl, than he is in the world. Honestly, in life, you just have to keep on going, keep growing, and keep glowing. So yeah, I think we are done. That's the end of today's video, and I really hope you guys did enjoy it. I am so excited for all of the uploads, consistent uploads that are coming, most certainly. I love each and every one of you oh so dearly, but you already know this because I say this all the time. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing journey. I promise you I will not let you down, and if I do, I'm selling my channel for £1, but I'm not gonna need to sell it for £1 because what? I'm not gonna let you down, so yeah. I thank you guys so much for watching. Please take care, stay blessed, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye.